Hello everyone, welcome to this new Draw With Me. I thought I would make this a new series on my channel because I love drawing, I love art, I love painting, and till now I never really considered it part of this channel. The only art videos I shared were specifically for art witchcraft, but I do love making art a part of that, of course. Last month I shared some Inktober videos and it was really fun to just draw and share my art while creating it, and so I decided, hey, why not make this a series on my channel? I'm not sure yet how I want to go about this. I love watching art videos and paint with me videos myself, and there are two types or three types I think. The first is just a quiet paint with me, so there's nothing being said, you just hear serene music and painting. The videography of these videos is insane. Then there is paint with me while I talk about life, which I think is also super fun. And the third one is paint with me and I explain to you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So not quite sure which type I want to do. Right now it's the talk about life version. I do think it would be very nice to have a quiet paint with me just to relax. I also would love to do like a whole process of painting without cutting it into the short version, so like paint an hour with me or something, because I love these videos. I play them in the background when I paint or work myself. The talking about life is also quite interesting. I mean, I don't know, maybe I will do all of them. If you have a favorite, you can leave it in the description. So right now I'm just painting without a plan, honestly. I love drawing faces and portraits, it's the one thing I'm best at. I primarily use ink and different inks, mostly just black and red, because I love how this feels, I love how ink behaves. On my channel I shared some ink paintings before, I will link in the description. I could have made this painting witchy, no problem. I also, at the end, which is not included in this video, added some sigils in the eyes, like I love doing. I even felt really edgy because I added the sigil of vengeance, because I thought it really fits this painting, but it's not an art spell, it's just a painting that's a bit flavored with witchiness. In the beginning I drew a hand because I wanted it to look like he was holding his throat, but hands are a pain in the ass, so it didn't work out well at all. That's why I decided not to ink it, because I knew I wanted to change it. And off camera later in the day I drew a snake around his neck, coiling around it, which looks really cool. I love how it worked out. I'm still thinking about adding the head of the snake, because I drew it in a way where the head was dropping down to his chest, and his chest is of course not included in the painting. So I'm thinking about making the snake coil up again over his shoulder. I love doing art so much. When I was a child I found out I could draw, and it was the first time in my life that I really got the sense of, hey, there's something in this world I'm good at, and it was like ecstatic. Now when I look at my old art, of course it's horrible, but back in the day I was so proud of it. I was so proud. I drew my entire childhood and teenage years away. I drew every day. I did nothing else but drawing. When I entered adulthood, like for most of us, this kind of stopped because life got too hectic, too stressful. I had so much shit to do when I was studying. Then I got really sick, and I think since then I felt a disconnect with art in a way, because I have never been able to just draw freely like before. Especially when I was a child and a teenager and a very young adult, drawing was like breathing. It was so easy. I drew everything I saw. I drew things I loved and found pretty. Now it's more like an active decision. I need to sit down and tell myself I will draw now. And when I was so sick, I just didn't manage to do that. So for the past 5 years, I haven't really painted a lot and didn't have a habit of creating. At least that's what it feels like. But since I'm doing the little vlogs on my channel, sometimes a weekly vlog, sometimes the entire month, I also include a tiny section of artwork of the week or artwork of October. And doing this, I realized that I do draw a lot. So there's not a month where I don't create something, either a painting, drawing, a witchy art spell, a colorful art grimoire page, whatever it is. Also, a part of that, I create way more because now it's just broader, you know. Before, I only drew. Then I drew and painted. Nowadays, I do YouTube, photography, videography, which is all creative things. I write. I love to sew. I work with clay and wood and stone. I make my own rings. I make my own statues. I paint my pants. I mean, I create sculptures. There's so much art I'm doing in different ways. But still, the drawing and painting aspect, I just wish that it would have a more stable connection, a more stable place in my life. So I hope this series will help with that. I think this drawing turned out super cool. Off camera, I added some tears and it just looks so, I don't know, it does look a bit creepy, not gonna lie, but I love it. It's very, I don't know, I always had a tendency to draw scary stuff, and my mom was always like, not scolding me, but she always was like, why can you not draw happy stuff? But I don't know, there's fascination in absurdity and fear, so that's always something I kept in a way. Also, this was my drawing style from 2019. In 2020 I got too sick and stopped, so it also felt so nice to return to this way of drawing because, I don't know, it's so much fun for me. It's so much fun. In my Inktober video I shared some of the other drawings from that time. I thought about reincorporating the broken girl aspect with the arrow, which is super fun. I was convinced that this series I had made up in 2019 came to an end long ago, but now, having painted another piece in this series, I do feel like I should paint some more because it's so much fun. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram, because I intend to share some of my artwork there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening to my art ramble. I will see how I'm very excited to share more art on this channel. I'm very excited to draw and paint more. And I hope you will join me next time. Bye bye!